Hi, welcome to this mini-series on self-care in relationships. My name's Rachel and you can find me at feelingishealing.co.uk. I'm an advanced theta healing practitioner and life coach, and I support people who are looking to improve the quality of their relationships. So welcome to this mini-series. This is going to be a 4-part series and it's going to be interactive, so have a pen and paper to hand and also some water to make sure that you're hydrated. So this video is for you if you find that you're feeling underappreciated and undervalued in relationships. Perhaps you feel like you're being walked or trampled all over, or you might feel like a doormat, and you may be the kind of person who feels a lot more comfortable when you're giving to others and pleasing others, and you might find it more uncomfortable or even anxiety provoking to be receiving from others or to actually set boundaries of how you would like to be treated. So this first video is really going to focus in on understanding why self-care is actually really important skill to have. And there are going to be 6 reasons, and there's going to be an exercise at the end. So getting on to the first reason is the fact that others treat us how is a reflection of how we treat ourselves. So there is a saying which says to treat others how you would wish to be treated, and that is a good way to live life, but it doesn't mean that other people are going to treat us back how we're treating them. So it's really important to treat ourselves well so that we will receive the same from others. So the second point is that if we're the ones who are always giving all the time to others and not actually taking care of ourselves, then gradually over time we're going to end up feeling tired and exhausted, and that is inevitably going to impact our physical health. So that is another really important reason, and that actually leads on to the third point, which is that we can even there can be certain things that are attracted into our bodies. So on a metaphysical level, a parasite is something that sucks you dry. So if you're allowing other people to suck you dry, you can actually physically attract parasites into your body. So that, I think, is a big motivating factor to take good care of yourself. And just moving on quickly to the fourth point is that we want to attract kind of relationships where we're feeling valued, and it's actually the people who will appreciate our self-sacrifice and our over-giving and our lack of respecting our own boundaries are probably not going to be the kind of person that we actually really want to attract. And I actually had quite an interesting incidence of this, where I had a friend, and she was still got the friend, but she'd moved to another country. But she actually said to me, this was about 10 years ago, she actually said that she didn't feel sometimes very comfortable, and the reason was because she never knew what I really wanted, because I was always just trying to please her, going along with whatever she wanted. And actually she actually told me that she wanted to know what made me happy as well, and that's the kind of person that I would want to be attracting. So it's important to actually state my boundaries, because then I'll attract the right kind of person. So that's the fourth reason why self-care is important. The fifth reason is that if we're always trying to please others, we might be expecting them to treat us nicely in return, and perhaps if they don't, then resentment is going to build up, and resentment is not a good feeling to be holding on to, because when we're full of resentment, it means that we've got that energy in our body, and it means that we're going to attract more things to be resentful of, and that's not a good cycle to be getting into. And conversely, if we're able to have good self-care and set good boundaries, then it's putting the message into the universe of what we will accept, and so we're likely to manifest better relationships. So that's the fifth reason why self-care is important. And the final one, which we're going to cover today, is that it sets the standard for what we will expect in the world. So by person, we can actually make the world a better place, because I would rather live in a world where people have higher standards of what they're going to expect than in a world where people allow people to walk all over them and abuse them. So that's the final reason. So I'll just recap the 6 reasons. The first reason is that people will treat us how we treat ourselves and how we allow them to treat us. Second point is that we'll end up feeling exhausted, and that will have a toll on our health. And the third reason is that it could have a bad effect again on our health, in terms of the fact that we can end up attracting parasites. And the fourth reason is that the people that we want to attract in our lives are going to be attracted to our boundaries. They're not going to be attracted to people pleasing. The fifth reason is that resentment will build up over time if we don't have good self-care. And the sixth reason was that it makes the world a better place. So the next video will be tomorrow. In the meantime, I'd like you to notice what comes up for you when you think about self-care, what just initially flashes into mind. And it could be pictures, words, it could be feeling. Just take a moment to feel where it feels in your body, and also, do any memories come up? What's your initial reaction to the concept of self-care? And that'd be really interesting to hear. Feel free to write your comments below, or you can email them to me if you prefer at info@feelingishealing.co.uk. And the last point is to rate where you think your current level of self-care is on a scale of 1 to 10, and you can also write that below if you'd like. And I'll see you for the second part tomorrow.